Welcome back to the believers only bull market. Did you know that the White House is actively cooking up memes on Twitter? Look at this tweet, friends. Let him cook! He's got Donald Trump here with JD Vance. Man, this is, friends, like, it's like screaming to me. The MemeCoin SuperCycle still on. And also the StableCoin SuperCycle. So I think they're both happening. We've got a MemeCoin SuperCycle, which is the riskiest of the riskiest part of the risk curve, and then a StableCoin SuperCycle, which is in the middle. There is only one alleged speculative coin, though, that I own as a future speculative stablecoin, right? pDAI, if it does create its journey. I don't know if it's going to. They're if statements. But it is crazy, right? The White House actively cooking up memes on Twitter, man. That's crazy, man. A MemeCoin SuperCycle and a StableCoin SuperCycle. Now, I've got some big news that came out earlier in the day as well, friends. So this is obviously President Pump and President Pooh, who are confirming friendship over here, shaking each other's hands, feeling the grip of the hand, feeling how smooth they are. Nice, Vaseline, smooth, high vitamin E, moisturized hands. So a series of things that happened today. President Pump thinks he will make a very good deal with China. Some say quite the deal. All right, so it's all about, will they make a deal? Are they going to look amazing? Are they going to look weak? Oh, man, the things people tell themselves instead of buying the dip. Isn't that crazy? The things people say to each other. Man, imagine, fans, you're playing Pokemon. You got a rare Pokemon appears. What do you want to do? Catch it. Okay, same thing as in markets. Don't you want to catch cheap dips? Yeah. Why go write 15 essays about it? Why do that first? Why don't you go buy the dip first? Because they don't believe, that's why. Pro-Bitcoin, Paul Atkins is officially confirmed as new SEC chair. Now, this is, once again, turbo bullish. If you remember, friends, I reported on Paulie Boo Atkins months ago. Paul Atkins now replaces Garbage Gensler, the semen demon himself. So, Paulie Boo, he was literally, friends, told by President Pump, literally said to him, he said, Paulie, I want light touch regulation on crypto. Do you understand? Light, soft. Which is like, I know we joke it's crime season, but you understand how business works? You got to get all the entrepreneurs in. It's got to be worth their while. You can't like make it under the assumption that all the big players are already in. Now you can tax them with a high income rate or a tax rate. You can't do that. You've got to get everybody in. You've got to entice everybody to come in with the wave. Then you can toggle up over time. It's kind of like what Dubai does. Dubai starts with 0% income rate. Then they're going to put up slowly 5%. And then in 5 years again, they'll put up another 5%. It's just good business. That's how it works. You got to incentivize people. China also says it is willing to negotiate tariffs, but it will fight to the end if the US refuses to compromise. So this is saving face. It's, I guess, in Asian culture, right? It's got to look tough. You got to look like that, right? You got to look like, hey, we're tough. We'll fight to the end. I'm going to show you some stuff, friends. Matt, I'm sorry, but China's weak as shit, bro. Your bond yields are low. You don't even have a proper bond market. Of course, we knew that. Real estate Ponzi is weak. You got to keep depreciating your currency, which means you got no purchasing power for the rest of the world. You keep getting bleeding out there. 75 countries just sided with USA. No one's siding with China. They have to print. You need the US dollar down as well. Badly, so they can print. Also, friends, Vietnam. So President Scam Long Dong has agreed to negotiate the new trade deal with US. So it's interesting. Vietnam's coming out. We've also got the Vietnamese kid flopping out his big fat dong on PulseChain as well, which is obviously tongue-in-cheek, friends, because there are still people, God bless yous, but yeah, I just think you're going to be embarrassed later on. People genuinely think, they think PulseChain is missing 8 billion market cap. So they basically think PulseChain should be 10x higher today, and the reason why it's not is because of a $46 million market cap coin called pDAI. They genuinely think that. I mean, you can think that, but I find it amazing. Wow, thank you for the cheap prices, by the way. It's cool. And, you know, everyone's guilty of this. I mean, like, how many people, friends, are just telling me and you 24 hours ago, China is going to beat the USA because Americans are needing The Nike shoes from the factory. Who put that in your head, bro? You can buy other types of shoes, you know? America don't need to buy those shoes. They can buy scam long dong shoes. They don't have to buy the Nike tick. They can buy a hockey stick. Yeah, but who misses out there? Yeah, the Chinese workers. President Winnie the Pooh only has his power as long as everyone in China is employed. You think he's going to be able to do stuff if a lot of people lose their jobs because America just doesn't want to buy from them anymore? They buy from other countries. They buy from Scam Long Dong's Vietnam. They buy from India. They buy from Philippines and Sri Lanka and Japan. Yeah. What are you going to do now? You got 1 billion people, man. That's a lot, friends. That's a lot of people. Every 1% unemployment. That's an extra 10 million people starving on the streets. You know, friends, do you know how big 10 million people is? It's bigger than 9. So all these agreements and stuff are happening. If you're sitting on the sidelines thinking that you're going to get this 90-day period, the prices are going to still be low, and then everything's going to be sweet and you'll be able to get in, you're wrong. You'll be able to get in, but if things are fixed, by that point, you'll be paying a way higher price. Way higher. And then you have to deal with the next round of FUD. Yeah? So, like, for example, friends, with Bitcoin, if you were, remember my friends, all the JEETs, Japan, Pokemon Island, and like, and Germany selling, if you were waiting for it all to finish, yeah, you were buying 80k BTC. But if you were buying in front of them, you get to buy like a 55k. And now, if BTC goes up higher, right, Snoop Dogg high, maybe they'll be buying, no, you want to deal with the next round of FUD, you got to be buying at 130k BTC. Maybe that'll happen again. And then like, we'll look at, oh, wow, you see that? The floor's rising. The floor is rising. Hopefully we get a blow off top at the end, huh? Now, I really do mean this, friends. The fact that China capitulated so fast, it tells me that their economy is really weak. It's interesting, man. I'm reading in the news, people saying, Trump gave in, Trump capitulated. No, he didn't. What are you talking about? They want to make a deal. What do you mean Trump capitulated, bro? Trump literally said, who capitulated? Trump sent stocks down 20%. I don't think he capitulated. He didn't capitulate. 75 countries sided with America. Yeah? What do you mean he capitulated? Look, but you can believe any of these narratives and like, who cares? But did you buy the dip? No? Okay, you move. Just move along, please. If you're holding, it's equivalent to buying the dip. These people, friends, sold. Like, friends, even Uncle Bobby sold. Even Uncle Bobby said, he made his videos like, there's real risks to this. Like, it could be over. And many other people followed. Many other people followed. And that's okay, man. There's portfolio moves and everything out here, but you'll see. You'll see. China capitulated fast. Their economy is weak. This is what happened in 2017. China had to wait for the US dollar to go down, the DXY low, before they started printing money. So I think Trump knew that they were on their knees. He called their bluff. This is very obvious. If you look at the China, they were very, very, very low bond yields. They can't even cut rates pretty much anymore. They have to like do the money printing thing. The problem is you can't do the money printing thing because the US dollar is still strong against you. You need the US dollar to go down. So the US dollar keeps going down. There's a bid higher on the yuan, and then they can print that gap. They get that extra surplus. But if they just print it now, they're cucked. Let me show you this in real time. I've been explaining it here for you. Look at that currency, by the way. Down, down, down. Like, it's just like, events. Either this is, events. You know this chart. This is a week. This is like, uh-oh. Like, it's you know, they're going to have to do that. They have to. They literally have to. But that's even more worse purchasing power for Chinese citizens. They have to print money. This is the US dollar. Look at the Dixie boy. Okay, literally, I've shown you how many times, friends. If you go back to the year 2017, which was why 2017, if you hear that, that is Bitcoin's biggest bull market. Trump was in. That was Trump's first year, 2017. We had the biggest crypto bull market of all time. We had alt season wave 1 and wave 2, which were gargantuan. Bitcoin did like a 15x above its all-time high. Ethereum did the 4,500x move. It was one hell of a move. It's like XRP did its 650x move in that year. There are people all in crypto today. It was all because of that. That was the renaissance pretty much period. So we had all year, this is 2017 start. US dollar just kept going down. all year, and then this little like dead cat bounce, and then alt season wave 2. All right, so alt season wave 2 actually peaked here. So bang, and then bang. All right, so that's what we're waiting for to happen again, and it's interesting. It's happening again. All the macro out here. But see, the problem though is wBTC has been going down with that. You know what's interesting, friends? What I'm going to do now, I'm going to look at 2017 with the business ISM cycle. Look where it was in 2017. Ah, here it is. See that? Look at these, friends. In 2017, January, the business ISM was 55. You see that? That's a huge number. 52 is alt season start mode. That's what I've seen from the charts, okay? That's what I've like been able to identify. Look at this. We're still 49. So like, you know, if we were 55, cool. But look at that, man. We're like really, really, really low. Really trash still. We were meant to like go up, but we just got cucked. It is what it is, right? So 55 plus, right? Aren't you glad you got a friend like me to show you these? Like, I don't think the bull market started, man. And by the way, China capitulate. They did. And it's not about, who cares about, oh, did this guy, who gives a shit, bro? Are you long or not? Okay, no one cares. No, literally no one cares, friends. You're watching a grown adult male peg his nipples actively on the internet. I could not care less about, oh, who appears strong. Oh, I like Donald Trump's Pikachu hat. It's not real, believe it or not. I use Microsoft Paint to put this hat. You see, don't believe everything your eyes tell you. I know this looks real. Look, see? Marvelous. I also want to give you some breaking news. We've got a MemeCoin SuperCycle. We've got a StableCoin SuperCycle. Tether is for cucks. USDC is for cucks. Ripple's RLUSD is for cucks. Every single stablecoin still at $1 is for cucks. Ain't no upside, brother. The PulseChain MakerDAO joy number for pDAI has been going down. Look at this, 198 million. So just to remind you, the joy number, it's just basically, it's a number here. It used to be like 600 million or whatever. Okay, so this number, once it goes down to 0, apparently the PulseChain MakerDAO auctions begin. And the auctions, okay, what's the auction? The system looks at the depth, which is like 1 billion pDAI, some number rounded off, and they go, oh, we have 1 billion pDAI depth. We have to cover the depth. How do we do that? We have to mint PulseChain Maker tokens. But here's the catch. The PulseChain Maker tokens in my hand here that are minted can only be bought with one currency. The real pDAI. You can't use Matty Allen's pDAI to bid for it. You can't use Richard Hart's JPEG pDAI to bid for it. You can't use any other token. You can only use the token that ends in the contract address D0F. That can bid for these maker tokens. You get the maker, and then the protocol, once it absorbs your pDAI, it throws it away. It burns it. So your supply goes down. Okay? That's my understanding of all of it. I know, friends, you've got to hear it like 30 times. I have to go, hey, what's going on, right? So that's it. Do you understand? Now that's the difference. So all the PulseChain pioneers, as I call them, all these workers and individuals who are building up the PulseChain City, Juggernaut DeFi for PulseChain, they're all pointing for all the liquidity pools, Curve DAO, Badger DAO, PulseChain Aave, PulseChain Curve, PulseChain Compound. All of them are pointing to pDAI. The pools are in pDAI. It ends in D0F. Okay? That's the difference. So it is, see here, 1 D0F. 1, because there's only one pDAI. D for dong. 0 for 0 amounts of soy. And F for friendship. That's it. So I am taking the bet that that is the chosen one. Also, it was the first logo put on PulseX website. Also, it's 555,555x to the bottom, from the bottom to $1. Okay. Also, Richard Hart tweeted about it 33 times. Now, Richard Hart's not the founder of this. I don't care. I'm still long. All right. I'm long because I believe the world needs a native decentralized stablecoin. You got it? So that MakerDAO The joy is 198 million. It was fluctuating before. I think once it gets to 0, then it goes, oh, we've got to begin the next phase. Now, you're probably wondering, Sammy, what happens when these, maybe the PulseChain pioneers, we don't know what's going to happen. If they start bidding for the MakerDAO tokens, what happens with them? I don't know. The theory is, so just theory. The theory is they get the P maker and then they hold it. Because now, the more maker they hold, they get governance voting rights for the protocol. So then they can do stuff. Like fix the oracle. Like set collateral for the system where it might be able to accept PLS or HEX and or PulseX. Maybe even a green logo to spice it up, ink. Maybe even the People's Bitcoin, pWBTC. It can actually, it can vote, you can fix the oracles, and then it can do that. Now, I don't know if, maybe when, I don't know, okay? It's all speculation. That's why the thing is not $1 or 10 cents. It's like way low, okay? It's 500x away to $1 for a reason, because everything's broken right now. I'm betting that there's 30 things that need to be fixed. I believe over time, things will slowly start to get fixed, and it will build momentum. That's what I'm betting on. I don't know if we'll get to $1 ever. I don't know. I'm just telling you right now, if this thing just got back to 30 cents, I'm euphoric. I'm literally euphoric. By the way, to be honest, I'm euphoric at 1 cent, but that's like I'm just horny there. Okay, I'm I'm a bit, I'm half chubbed, bit randy up here. All right. If I ever see a 3 cent here, okay, I'm gonna have a heart attack of euphoria. That's just me. That's not. You're like, hey, Sammy, what about $1? Yeah, I know. What about $1? But like, because I'm a believer, if I just see it at 3 cents, I'm just excited. It's kind of like if Michael Saylor, he thinks Bitcoin's going to 13 million. So when he sees Bitcoin at 250K, he's going to be feeling the euphoria. I love you all. So my nipples remain pegged. Thank you to Mr. Daddy Wick for this. Mr. Pulse DeFi, F yeah. You are a very wise one, friends. PulseChain as a whole ecosystem, friends. Green on the day because Ethereum reversed up. Actually nice. See how they're all liquidity linked? Everything up here, Pulse, PulseX, Hex, Inc, and everything, 10 to 15% here. Here's the People's Bitcoin. Some might say this might go better than the BlackRock BTC. That'd be interesting. Be very interesting. I wonder if Richard will make pWBTC. No, sorry, not Richard. Not Richard. He's not the founder. I wonder if one of the PulseChain pioneers will allow pWBTC to be used as collateral to mint pDAI. Because you now have an avenue for people, if they have a wrapped Bitcoin, they can put it onto the chain, swap into the People's Bitcoin, pWBTC, the purple Bitcoin, and it might be pegged 1-to-1, and then they can use that to go mint the pDAI. But by doing that, they reinforce the People's Bitcoin peg. Interesting. I wonder. See, friends, I heard some rumors from people guessing that pWBTC might peg first. And I was always thinking, it could be 50-50, but now I'm thinking why? I'm like, oh, because if you peg that first, then you invite people with Bitcoin out there to come in and earn yield on it. Interesting. Because if you have Bitcoin out there just sitting on the Ethereum network, you're earning no yield on it. Okay, but if Inc is giving you yield on the PulseX yield farms, you will be incentivized, won't you? Come and earn yield on it. Look, I'm just a man on the internet who likes to peg his own nipples. It's a peg or get pegged world. Interesting though. God bless America. Like, subscribe, bell button, or catch you soon.